Hello everybody, this is Baka Zombie and welcome back to another Pokemon TCG video. This time we're actually going to be delving into an actual deck. We're not going to use one of the pre-made decks. I think we're going to start rolling into more decks that I make or get from other people rather than using the pre-made decks. We might go back and forth depending on if I have ideas for decks or not. But I think we're going to start getting into our own decks here more of. But before we get into my own decks, we're going to use a deck that won the North American International Challenge or Championship, or contest. I don't know what the C stands for, the NAIC, but it was a big Pokemon tournament this past weekend that is essentially the last big tournament before Worlds. So that happened, and hey, if you guys don't watch those big Pokemon tournaments on YouTube or Twitch, they're crazy, especially seeing, because they had the video game, they had the TCG, they had Go, which they usually have at all the tournaments, but they also had Unite there, and watching the Unite games was crazy. I dabble with Unite, and I might bring it to this channel, but watching professionals play that game is just, it's a whole different game. It's crazy. Anyway, enough about Unite. We're going to be talking about the deck that won the TCG Masters, piloted by Andrew Hedrick. This is what's known as Lost Box or Lost Zone deck. It's revolving around the strategy of putting cards into your Lost Zone, both as a way to draw cards, power up different Pokemon, as well as using Pokemon that thrive off of things being in the Lost Zone. If you want the entire deck list or to see what other things Andrew is up to, I'm going to leave his Twitter down in the description below. So go check him out. Amazing player. I'm going to tell you right now, my brain's not big enough for Lost Box. Lost Box, you have to do a lot of resource management. You have to be a thinker. I'm not that. I tried recording this video already, and I lost 3 times, and I was going to upload it because they were really cool games, and we got really close to winning, but the audio got messed up. It got messed up in the sense that I tried to remove the delay that I have to use when I record the video game, but it didn't remove it for some reason. Like, I set it to 0, and then it brought it back up, so unfortunately, it was really scuffed, and I was also really loopy because I hadn't had a lot of sleep. So I figured let's just redo it, make it a little more cleaner. Maybe get a win this time. We'll see. But let's go through the deck briefly before. We're not going to go through every single card. Again, if you want to see the entire deck list laid out, go to Andrew's Twitter, and you can find it there. But, of course, this deck revolves around the Lost Zone. So a big player in that is going to be Comfey. Comfey's ability, Flower Selecting, once during your turn. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand. Put the other card in the Lost Zone. So this is a really good way to get additional draw outside of supporters or other trainer cards. You get the Comfey up there, look at the top 2 cards, chuck the one you don't need away to help power up different Pokemon, and keep the one that's going to be useful to you. You're hopefully never attacking with Comfey. You don't want to be adding energy to Comfey. This is purely for draw. But you may say, this thing has to be in the active. Isn't that putting it in a dangerous position? Well, the idea, I should go to edit deck so I can actually switch between cards, is that we have a lot of switch cards. So we run 4 switch, which allows you to switch out your active. We run 4 switch carts, which you get to switch your active basic Pokemon out for one of your bench. Heals 30. We're not really using it for the healing. It can be useful sometimes for healing other Pokemon, but most of the time it's just getting Comfey out of the active. Any other ways to get Comfey out of the active? Our A-Spec is the Prime Catcher, which allows us to dump our active down to the bench. And we also run 1 copy of Rescue Board, Pokemon Tool, attach it to a Pokemon. Its retreat cost is 1 less. If their HP is 30 or less, they have no retreat cost. Comfey has a single retreat cost, so we can get Comfeys out of there easy. And that's like a more consistent way of getting at least one of our Comfeys in and out, because we only run 1. As far as other Pokemon that love being used around the Lost Zone idea, we have the Cramorant. With its ability Lost Provisions, if there are 4 or more cards in the Lost Zone, ignore all energy energy in this Pokemon's attack costs. So you can do 110 damage for 0 energy as long as 4 cards are in the Lost Zone, which is pretty easy to do. Like, my main goal every time I play this deck, which may not be right, may be wrong, is to get Cramorant to attack turn 1. Like, we go second, get Cramorant to attack turn 1 if we can. That's the goal. The other Lost Zone Pokemon that we're going to be looking at here is Sableye for single Psychic Energy. You can use this attack only if you have 10 or more cards in the Lost Zone. Put 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. So this is more of a late game mon, because it takes a little bit to get 10 or more cards. You can maybe get to 10 cards in turn 2, but I wouldn't expect that till turn 2 or turn 3. But being able to just dump 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon, especially later in the game when you've been chipping away with like Cramorant or some of the other Pokemon in this deck, you can like just take a bunch of knockouts on Pokemon that have been reduced in HP. So those are the main Lost Zone mons. We also run a lot of single copies of Pokemon here. We got Iron Hands EX, another really good late game sweeper. Get extra prize cards off of its Amp You Very Much attack. If you use that attack to knock out a Pokemon, you get an additional prize card on top of the ones that you get from the knockout. We also have Blood Moon Ursaring for late game attacks. Another one, its ability allows you to, for every prize card your opponent has taken, your attack costs 1 less energy. So if your opponent's taken 5 prize cards, you get to do 240 damage for no energy. Really nice late game. Swap in, we got an Iron Thorns. I'm not the best at utilizing this Iron Thorns. You can do 140 damage with the Volt Cyclone, and then you move one of the energies to a bench Pokemon. So I think the idea of this is either get to do 140, dump an energy back to Sableye for the next turn, or maybe to Iron Hands. I don't know. I haven't used it effectively yet. We'll see if we'll be able to use it in this video. But that's the majority of the Pokemon gas. You got other supporters, Iron Bundle, Radiant Greninja, you know. Other important trainer cards that we have here. Again, it's a lot of searching. But you have things like Mirage Gate, which is a Lost Zone card. If there are 7 or more cards in the Lost Zone, you can play this card, take 2 different basic energies. So you can take a Water Psychic, Electric Water, but they have to be different kinds. And you can attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. This is a good way to power up that Iron Hands in the later game, because it's the one that's going to take the most amount of energies. We also have Colress's Experiment. This is a supporter card that's pretty good at draw, but it does come with the drawback of having to put some cards in the Lost Zone. So you get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You take 3 of them, put them in your hand, put 2 in the Lost Zone. If you can get this card turn 2, and you have 1 or 2 Comphase running, you're more than likely going to get to attack with Cramorant on turn 1, if you have it out. So, very good supporter card. Run 4 of those in here. Otherwise, pretty basic stuffs. So, we do have Lost Vacuum as well, another way to get cards in the Lost Zone. I often use the Lost Vacuum on my own Stadium card to try and power myself up, because what I will do is I'll play the Pokestop. You get to look at the top 3 cards. You discard anything that isn't a item card. So just try to fish for different kinds of searching cards or switching cards, or even that Lost Vacuum, and then I can play Lost Vacuum to get 2 cards in the Lost Zone, because I will put I will choose a card from my hand to put in the Lost Zone, as well as that Stadium. So that's just free 2 cards in the Lost Zone if you need to do so. Otherwise, we run a myriad of energies so we can get those Mirage Gates off. But I think we've spent enough time dallying around here in the deck itself. Let's see it in action with a couple of battles. All right, my opponent's going to flip the coin first. If you guys hear some rumblings, it is thundering outside right now, so hopefully everything stays up and running. My town is notorious for losing energy. We lost power like 3 times last year, I want to say. One of them was because somebody drove into an amplifier, not a generator, the power box or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, speaking of, there's an electric deck, I assume. Is this Raging Bolt? Comfy. Raging Bolt or Future Mons? What is this? It's Future Mons. I don't like that. Interesting, my opponent chose to go first. This would be another deck I would choose to go second, because you want to get this Miraidon attacking right away. They're powering up Little Iron Hands. I have not seen this card yet. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Super Alloy Hands. If your opponent's active Pokemon is Pokemon EX or Pokemon V, this attack does 80 more damage. So we want to get that out of there before we get our own Iron Hands going. See, my opponent could have attacked this turn, but they went first, so... That's usually my frame of mind. If I can attack first, I want to go second. If I can attack on my first turn, I want to go second, which you can do with this deck, and hopefully we do it here. I'm going to play Nest Ball. Get Cramorant right away, I think. Yeah, grab Cramorant. Grab Cramorant. We're going to play the Colress Experiment. So I'm trying to fish for more Comphase here. I want to keep the switch. Do I want to keep my boy Blood Moon Ursaluna, or are we just going to try and do this without him? What's your HP? Oh, Cramorant can kill the Miraidon here. Hold on. We're really going to gun for that then. Let me grab a Lost Vacuum. We don't need a switch. Let me Nest Ball instead. I have to be careful the timer because it's underneath my webcam, so I can't actually see when it pops up. During the first video I tried to record, I did time out because I wasn't paying attention. Comfey? Did you already flower selecting, my son? You did not. Flower select. Let's see, Water Energy or Colress's Experiment. I don't want my energies to be lost zoned. I would prefer those to stay around, so I'm going to unfortunately drop a Colress's Experiment to the lost zone. How many we got over there? 3? We need one more. We can do that easily with the Comfey. I am going to switch. Bring up Comfey. Flower selecting. Mirage Gate or Energy? Ugh. I think I'd rather have the Mirage Gate. Oh, I already had one. I should have. Dang it. That might have been a bad play. I'm going to add the Rescue Board to the Comfey. I'm not going to Pokestop here because I don't need to this turn. I'm just going to retreat into the Cramorant. Yeah, and then we'll Cramorant here. Spit it instantly. Don't need to attach an energy. We get to turn 1 KO this Miraidon, which is really good because Miraidon's like the main setup to this deck. Obviously, they also carry the Electric Generator card. What is this card? Come here. Yeah, Electric Generator. So they only need one more energy for this Iron Hands to attack, and it won't knock me out here, even though it's super effective, because it can only do 60, unless he gets a bunch of Iron Crowns on the bench. Because Iron Crowns powers up the attacks of Future Bonds. Which you would need 2, I think. Yeah, you need 2 Iron Crowns. You can Iono me, which sucks a little bit, but that's what I get for not playing every single card in my hand. Okay, actually, hold on. This could be useful. We get an Iron Hands going. And I discard an energy. I assume they have an energy. You use this card, only discard another energy. Search your deck for 2 future Pokemon revealed. Is that 2 Iron Crowns? Hold on, I wasn't looking. I was reading. There is not 1 Iron Crown. An Iron Hands. So he can't knock me out this turn unless he has like an Electric Generator. There's a Nest Ball. Okay, so now he can. If he has an energy. Just fine. Unfortunately, like, 120 is such a weird breakpoint for that attack because it doesn't knock out a ton of Pokemon. Okay, he gets the future thing. Restart. The future thing do it. I know it gives you free retreat costs. You attack 220 no, so he can knock me out here. Because he's gonna do 140 to me. I could get this Iron Hands powered up this turn, if I get the right cards, that is. I do have a switch in my hand. It doesn't matter if you paralyze me, I'm dead. I am big dead. Okay, let's bring up Comfey. Okay, we have all the switch cards, so I'm going to get Iron Hands out. I'm going to Flower Selecting. I need to get a Mirage Gate. Energy helps. Energy does help. I'm going to attach this manually. Then we could play Switch. Get this Comfey active. Flower selecting. Don't get the Mirage Gate. Radiant Greninja or Comfey. What's in my hand? I have a Switch Cart. I think we get the Greninja at this point. I'm not going to play it right now because it's like free prize card fodder for my opponent. So I'm going to get the Pokestop. Pokestop here. Pokestop it, am I right? Okay, we got 3 item cards. Which is kind of cool, but not the item cards I need. And I don't get a switch, but I do get a Prime Catcher. Which doesn't help. Do I still have a Comfey available? I should. Sorry, not Nesball. Buddy. Grab a Comfey. Switch cart. Comfey. I need to get this Mirage Gate. Flower selecting. Nope. And I don't get a switch either, which kind of blows. I grab the Super Rod though. Oh no. I'm gonna grab the energy. I have a Super Rod, so that's actually good. That's actually kind of good. Oh, wait a minute. I've got an idea here. Nestball. Sorry. Oh, Shibal. There's only 7 in there. I'm gonna grab Sableye. Can't even attack her. I don't know why I thought I could. Hold on. We're gonna long con her here. Concealed cards. Discard the Psychic Energy. We got the Mirage Gate. Unfortunately, that means about dick all because we can't get that Comfey out of the active spot. No, we can. Okay, we can. I'm an idiot. Sorry. I'm the idiot here. How many cards are in my freaking discard? We got 1 Pokemon, 1 trainer. I think a lot of them in the Lost Zone, unfortunately. I'm a Prime Catcher. How much do I do here? 160? Just bring up the other Iron Hands. And then I arm press. Let's get a KO here. Got another Mirage Gate. Which I don't necessarily need. Oh wow, you don't do the Iron Hands. That's interesting. Oh, the Mew has a free retreat cost. Of course you bring it up first, just in case you can do something weird. Arvin. So we're staying in the active. Techno Radar. Discard an Electric Energy to get 2 cards. Yeah, you get to search for 2 future Pokemon. So they're gonna get 2 more Iron Crowns. Oh wait, oh wait, no, they grab an Iron Hands and what else? Play them. There's an Iron Crowns. So you're doing. They got 3 of them. That's 60. That's additional 80. Plus you do another 80. I think they can. Yeah, they can knock out my Iron Hands here. That's wow. That's good. That's good. You got me. Having to. I got too greedy, I think, by having to Prime Catcher. Because I really needed to knock out this Iron Hands. I shouldn't have went for the one on the bench. That was not good on my part. Although, I think I can get him back out here. Hold on, I think I can do something here. Super Rod. Grab Iron Hands, grab Electric Energy, grab Water Energy. Just so I have a myriad of energies. Maybe I should have grabbed 2 Electrics. We're going to Flower selecting. I'm gonna go for the Pokey Gear instead of the Mirage Gate. Might be a misplay. But I'm trying to get that Colress Experiment. Got a Roxanne, which I can actually use here. I can actually use that here. I'm gonna retreat into a Comfey. Where are all my energies, by the way? There's one in the discard, 2 here. So I should have quite a bit of energies left. Did I have flower selecting already? I have not. So let's do that first. Grab the Colress's Experiment. And grab the Super Rod. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the Super Rod. What do we got? 2 energies and a Pokemon. I don't really need Cramorant anymore. Yeah, Cramorant's not gonna be able to get any knockouts. So I think what we do, Super Rod, get these 2 energies back in, just so we have enough energies to go around. I'm gonna do the concealed cards here. Okay, we're not getting what I want. So effectively what I'm trying to do is get Big Boy out before I have to play Roxanne, you know? Or switch out this Comfey. That's the main thing. I'm gonna play it. Playing the Roxanne. I don't get a way to switch or Iron Hands. That's insane. I do get a way to switch. I'm an idiot. Okay, so I've used this Comfey. I've used this Comfey. I have one more Comfey. Comfey. And I can, if I need to, attach an energy to retreat. I'd really rather not, but flower selecting. Golly, this isn't going great. And all my energies are in my hand, too, which is worse. Pokestop, I really don't want to do this, because if I get the Iron Hands in this... Okay, I don't. I do get another energy, though. But I get the Nest Ball, so I can get Iron Hands out. See if I can get him running is the big issue right now. Yeah. There's only 1 energy left in here. Yeah. Golly. That... My Iron Thorns is in my prize, which is not a big deal. I think I'm just gonna have to sacrifice Comfey, unfortunately. We tried to get him out, but we just didn't get cards in the right order. I needed to get Iron Hands into my hand really early on, and not all my energies. That was the biggest problem, is that we got a ton of our energies into our hand. They're gonna get rid of the Pokestop. That's fine. I don't need that anymore. Professor's Research. So now they have a big hand. That's super unfortunate they got the Professor's Research off the Roxanne. Electric Energy, or Electric Generator, sorry. Not Electric Energy. I'm gonna start powering up another Iron Hands. Yeah, he's gonna probably be able to attack the following turn and just knock out my Iron Hands at EX again, unfortunately. Super Ally Hands, that's gonna knock me out easily. So it does 160. Yeah, it does enough to knock me out. That sucks. Because it does 160 base, and then it adds another 80 because I'm an EX, which would be 240, which is just enough to KO Iron Hands, which kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Let's see what we can get off of concealed cards, you know? YOLO. Well, wait, no, this Iron Hands doesn't have the item on it, so we might be able to figure something out here. I don't need the Mirage Gate, and I don't want to put down the Psychic Energy this turn because I might need to Sableye around for a little bit at the end here. So let's do this. Let's Arm Press to KO this Iron Hands. He needs the tool to be able to knock me out here. Or to get another Iron Crown. I'm gonna bring up the Mew. Obviously for the retreat cost of it all. Got the future booster. Yep, that's gonna be game. Good game, good game. Baby Iron Hands beats the poop out of Iron Hands EX. Oh boy. Where was the throw? Oh yeah, we like 100%. We misplayed playing this card to pull up a different Iron Hands because it allowed him to knock out my big Iron Hands. Where I probably should have just waited. He's gonna. Oh no. I mean, it doesn't matter. Just bring up your Iron Hands and kill me. You win the game. Stop wasting time. Remember when I said in like the first video that we did that I like to play to all my outs, even if I already have the game won? I've quickly turned on that. You don't need that much energy. Just switch. Go ahead. Come on. Like, get the game over with, man. Yeah, it's gonna kill me easy. Unfortunate. We came close, but again, that one turn where we misplayed, I think, really threw the game for us. We should have just let him KO our Comfey, and then we could have came in and KO'd him. So it's little things like that you need to be aware of that could change the game entirely for you with this deck. So I think it's good to show you guys that. So, and I'm not afraid to show you losses. I am a big dum-dum. And also, like, I was so against Lost Zone before NAIC, because I never really saw it run effectively, but it did win that tournament, so obviously it's good, and it's stuck around. So we're gonna try another battle here, see if we can figure it out, and I hope you guys stick around for the next one. We'll get another battle. Let's go. All right, we get to choose the coin flip. Tails every time. We lose every time. Lost it. So see what my opponent decides to do. Again, I'd prefer to go second, if you don't mind. And hopefully you're playing like an evolution deck, so I can just KO your basic that you were so ready to. Yep, there though. They're gonna go first. I hope. Oh, they're playing Evil Tall Sleeves. That's fun. I do get a Comfey. I'm not gonna play the Sableye right away, because I don't need to, and it'll be a waste of being on the bench. So I'm not going to get 10 cards in the Lost Zone, especially with this hand. This is not a great hand. Not going to lie. We're probably going to have to attach an energy to retreat. That kind of sucks. Okay, they started with the Rotom V, which is pretty good. Pretty good for them. Not going to lie. They get extra draw. I wouldn't mind getting an Iono, so I can get rid of their extra draw. And a Hisuian Heavy Ball. Do only they get to look at their prize cards? Yeah, because they reveal a basic Pokemon if they find one, so... They're going to get a Minccino. Is this a Lugia deck? I've only seen Cinccino run with Lugia, so I'd assume it's Lugia. There it is. I love that art, by the way. Lugia V. You get the Minccino. Then you're probably going to Rotom here. Oh, nope. You get a Gift Energy onto your Lugia turn one. What does Gift Energy do? As long as the card says Pokemon is knocked out by your opponent draws... Oh, you draw cards to yourself in your hand. Okay. Pokegear. Instant charge. Okay, this would be a fat hand to... I don't know. Not really. I get a Chorus Experiment. I'd rather have that, honestly. Buddy. Give me a couple Comfeys. Chorus Experiment. We can get a Cramorant. Ooh, I don't want to get rid of my Iron Hands, or my Greninja, or my Switch. But we're going to get rid of Greninja, unfortunately. Let's get Cramorant out there. I don't need Iron Hands right now. We already have 2 cards in the Lost Zone. Unfortunately, we can't KO Rotom, though. That's sad. I'd love if you were in the active spot, sir. Let me flower selecting. Maybe we can get him up there. Get a Rescue Bort, and... Ooh, they're both so good. I think the Rescue Bart will be more helpful. I'm going to attach the Rescue Board. retreat into Confe. This is the Confe we haven't used. Puts a little down arrow. Oh, shoot. A little down arrow when we can't use that Confe anymore. Super Rod or Psychic Energy? Psychic Energy. I try to keep my energies as much as I can because I'm just afraid of losing them, you know. And we switch. Hoping for Pokestop here. Switch or Super Rod. I'd rather get damage off on the Rotom because then we can Sableye later in the game. How many are in here? 5? 5, you say? Oh, it is 5, okay. I was like, I didn't see 5 when I was looking at it, but sure enough. Yeah, we just switch here. Bring up Cramorant. Spit innocently, yes. Unfortunate we couldn't get a KO with that, but hopefully that damage lingers. Hopefully they don't have a way to pick up. What does this do? Search your deck for up to 3 evolution cards, rule box reveal, and put them in your hand. So this is how they search up the Archeops. So the Archeops allow you to attach special energy from your discard pile. So that's how they power up Lugia. They get a Lugia V-Star. You get a V-Star power, whatever the heck, right? During your turn, you may put up to 2. Yep, that's how you get the... You Ultra Ball, put the Archeops in the discard, then you use Lugia V-Star to grab up to 2 normal Pokemon that don't have a Roblox from your discard pile, put them on the bench, so you can just get up Archeops without having to go through the fossil evolution stuff. Grab a Squawkabilly. Why? So you can discard it. They have all the Archeops in the discard. I mean, they can only get 2 up with the Lugia. Yeah, the Cinccino. They're rolling. This Lugia got real lucky real early, so they're just gonna blast us, unfortunately. This Lugia is weak to electric, though. If I can get Iron Hands running next turn, we can just KO this Lugia, which is really cool. And my opponent also needs a way to get this Rotom out of the active spot, which I don't know if they have. Yep, there we go. Medical energy. Gonna heal a little bit. Which isn't the end of the world. We can still Sableye it off the bench in late game if we need to. And then this Lugia is gonna blast me. Who are you attaching energy to, Minccino? Yeah. Power up the Minccino. Minccino, special roll, 70 times each special energy attached to this Pokemon. Cramorant's dead. That's fine. I should be able to Iron Hands him here, so... Confe. Iron Bundle, bring up Iron Hands. We can manually attach an Electric Energy. Might have been a misplay. Hold on. I might be an idiot. Yeah, there's only 5 in there. I need to get 2 more in there! Okay, we had a Pokestop and a Switch card. I can guarantee the Switch with a Switch card. Or I can fish for more Switches with a Pokestop. Oh wait, I already have the rescue board, so I'm gonna grab a Pokestop. I'm gonna grab a Pokestop. I'm gonna play it. Yes. But I'm gonna retreat first into a Confe. I don't want to accidentally discard energies. This is why I'm doing this first. Nest Ball or Iron Thorns? Iron Thorns might end up being useful here, so I'm gonna grab Iron Thorns. Let me play my Mirage Gates first. Energy, 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 energy. Down to Iron Thorns because I'm going to do another Mirage Gate to get energy, energy. And I'm going to energy, energy. Well, I can't. Oh, I already manually retreated this turn. I'm an idiot. Alright, we have to get it off the Pokestop then. Frick. I threw because I forgot that the rescue board counts as retreating. It's not a switch card. Whoops. Your attack discards the stadium. So I don't need to play Lost Vacuum. Although, let's play Lost Vacuum. We can get rid of the Hisuian Heavy Ball. Right? Yeah, because you can only get rid of tools and stadiums. You can't get rid of special energies, which I keep thinking it can, but it can't. How many are in there? 9. So Sableye is almost ready to go. I'm an idiot, and I attached the Comfey thinking I could retreat, but I can't. So, Comfey's stuck there, but not the end of the world, unless they, like, pull a... either a counter catcher or a boss's orders here. Because we are ahead in prize cards right now. Yeah, wow, they're attaching a ton to Cinchino. They're getting that thing set up to KO my Iron Hands. I wish this deck had Enhanced Hammers in it. More decks should have Enhanced Hammers in them. I run 1 in my Dragapult deck just to hopefully bonk a Lugia at an important time, but Tempest Dive, KO my Comfey, that's fine. Oh wait, they can't counter catch it. They are ahead in prize cards. I don't know how to read. That's the problem. Okay, bring out my Iron Hands here. I just don't want to get Iono'd, right? This hand is actually looking real clean right now. Now that we have Ursaluna, because they're going to KO this Iron Hands, then they can KO my Sableye. I can bring in Ursaluna for free and get a KO. But I'm taking 2 off of you. I can take 2 off of you, and then I can kill you at some point too. Switch card, switch card. I don't need to switch card. I need to Arm Press and KO here. Yeah, because Ampy very much wouldn't do enough damage anyway. Boom. There goes Lugia. They get so many cards off of that. But it takes them time to evolve a Lugia, right? So they're not going to get it soon enough, I hope. The hope is they don't get it soon enough, right? Great. You're running Great Ball in here? Okay, gang. Oh, they have an Iron Hands EX. Hold on. They're going to try and amp me very much, you know? Eerie. Do they have the cards to power up in Iron Hands? No, there's all colorless energies. Oh, no. Oh, I needed those. Oh, Eerie, you suck. I really needed both of those. I'm going to power up Cinchino a little bit more here. Oh no, they're gonna get the Iron Hands going. Luminous Energy and double colorless. They need 1 more to be able to amp me very much. They might win here. Oh, that sucks. That does suck. Not gonna lie. They got really good start, so they were able to set up really fast. So the thing with the Lugia decks, you either set up really fast or you don't, you know? Yeah, because the next turn the Iron Hands just comes in and kills my Sableye and gets 2 prize cards. It can't kill my Iron Thorns though. Ah, I should have Comfeyed. Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? That's why I did that. Mirage Gate, because we top deck Mirage Gate every time. Duh. Because we top deck Mirage Gate every time. Duh. play Roxanne. So they have, like, no cards. We got the Ursulino off of that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I would love a Super Rod, but I don't know that we have any left. Hold on. Let's see. None there. That's... What am I doing? 2 there. So there are 2 somewhere. I'm just trying not to get timered here. Okay, there's 2 left in my deck here. I didn't actually want anything off of that. I just wanted to look and also not have the timer come up. I'm just making sure I don't want to play anything here. Yeah, I think we're fine. Let me Volt Cyclone. KO this Minccino. I mean, doesn't really matter. That kind of blows. What's the point of me playing Roxanne if you're just going to get every freaking card back because of an energy? I bring up the Rotom. Oh, I don't get a prize card off the Minccino either because of the stupid energies. God, I hate special energies. These are so annoying. Okay, can I bring that Minccino up? They're going to get a Cinccino, and they're going to attach a couple... They're going to set up Iron Thorns to get knocked out by their Iron Hands, right? Oh, they didn't have a Minccino. Or a Cinccino. They didn't have the thing that they needed. That's essentially what happened there. Hold the bloody phone. Mirage. Oh no. Okay, there's no energies anyway, so that wasn't going to help me. There's no energies. There are no energies. Okay. It would have been more useful to have these. In there before I freaking played my Mirage Gate. That's all my Mirage Gates too. So I'm trying to get the Iron Hands active, you know? I'm trying to get them active, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. I have 4 cards. I need to get this. I need to get this done and dusted. You know. I need to get this done and dusted. It's a Rotom. Yeah, the thing is they're trying to get... I don't know if they got a Minccino here. It looks like it, because they're turboing up this thing. Because they're trying to get enough damage that the Iron... They're not turboing up. They're trying to get enough damage that the Iron Thorns can... Or the Iron Hands can come in and KO my Iron Thorns, you know? They only have the Lost Vacuum. They're also really low. I think they're Minccino's prize. I can boss his orders up their Iron Hands, though. Play another Lugia. Ultra Ball. So my win con right now, if they don't get a Minccino off this, it's prized. And I don't think they can win. Because my win con right now, I play Boss's Orders to pull up. They don't have it. I pull up the Iron Hands here. It's fine. That really helped them. Oh no, we should still be able to do this. That's interesting. They got rid of their boss's orders. So I'm still pulling up the Iron Hands this next turn and attacking it to do 140. They concede. Okay, so what the plan was, they didn't have an out because they didn't have the Minccino to whittle down my Iron Thorns or knock it out, or enough energies to do so. To whittle down my Iron Thorns so that their Iron Hands could come in and KO it and take enough prizes. I mean, they only needed to take 2 prizes anyway, right? But they needed a way to whittle down my Iron Thorns without also getting KO'd. I guess, no, wait. They could have won. Because they only had 2 prize cards left, right? So what they could have done is brought in the Iron Hands, attacked me. No, wait. They couldn't. They didn't have enough energy. They needed another energy for their Iron Hands to attack. They should have attached one of those energies that they've been attaching their Minccinos the whole time to power up their Iron Hands to do the 120. Because they could have attacked me twice before I attacked them twice, and they could have KO'd my Iron Hands and won off of that. I think. If I remember in the board state correctly, I think they could have done that to win. But whatever my opponent was doing, my goal there, I had the boss's orders in my hands. I was going to pull up the Iron Hands so I got to attack it first, so that I could KO it first. Take 2 prizes off of that. They only had 1 prize card left. I get Iron Thorns out of the active position with the switch cart, bring in the Sableye, and just attack one of the bench Pokemon, whether it's the Minccino or one of the Archeops, KO it for the last prize. So we had that pretty wrapped up, but my opponent also had a win con, I think. Again, I don't remember the board state entirely, so so maybe they couldn't. Yeah, they needed to be attaching to Iron Hands rather than the Minccinos, but I think at that point they should have known they didn't have a Minccino, because I remember them checking for one earlier. Anyway, long story short, we won that battle. So, long drawn out battle too. Both of us were down to single-digit deck numbers. But if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. If you want to try this deck out for yourself, be sure to go check out Andrew Hedrick's Twitter. He has the deck list on there, or you can also search for it. But I'm trying to give him the traffic. You know, he piloted this thing to victory. He deserves the traffic. So do that. Otherwise, be sure to have a good night. Have fun. do what it is you do. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next time.